Hello, my house flipper darlings, and welcome back to another part of House Flipper 2. So here we are in the new office with the new audio. There's still a few things I want to tweak and stuff, but I'm kind of happy with how everything sounds. So we're just going to continue on today. Yes, we are indeed. So what I'm doing today, that you may ask yourselves, we are going to be getting into the main kind of entertaining space. So if you remember, this is where the kitchen is going to be. We're going to be doing a dining room in this area here. And I think what I also want to do is put in some kind of boot room situation. That's the idea of what I want to do today. So that is what we're going to continue on with. This is going to be a bathroom. I think we know what everything's going to be by now. I'm very excited to get this all moving a bit further forward. If you remember last time, we were down here doing the living room. There's still a few things I need to tweak. Put some books in here for starters. And I would also like to get some like cushions out on the sofa and stuff just to make it feel a little bit more homely. That's what I would like to do. Can we shut that window? Thank you very much. Let's get our UI back on and get up here and make a bloody start, loves. That's what we're going to be doing. Yes, indeed. First things first, we need this flooring up here. So I'm literally just going to go into here, copy this and find this surface. That might be the right one there. In fact, I think it probably is, but we're just going to get a fresh pack. I'm probably going to need more than one pack anyway. So let's grab out maybe 3 and we'll see how we go. Let's move all this shite out the way as well while we're not using it. But hello, how are you? Thank you so much for letting me get that week last week just to get this all sorted. Decorating is not my favorite thing to do. I love the design process, but don't get me started on the decorating, thank you. It's just not for me. It's not for me. I would sooner pay someone to do it, to be honest with you. Bougie as that might sound, it is grounded in truth, and that's what I'm going to say. I don't know if I want to put the wood in the kitchen. I think I want to do some kind of tile in the kitchen. If you remember, we are going for a very much cottage cool kind of vibe in here. So I want that to kind of come through. But this wood, it's perfect. I'm even thinking about bringing up the same paneling as what we've used down here to put up just in this area here. And again, the kitchen's going to be different. We're going to do something completely different in there. No idea what as of yet. It's a surprise. Es surprise, they say in France. They really don't, but I'm going to go down the route of saying that they do. Thank you. I'm going to go all the way up to there. I'm going to be doing some kind of beam on this, and I might even beam the ceilings up in here a little bit as well, just to bring a bit of a cottagey vibe coming through to this place. We're going to take that all the way through there, so we may as well just put it in there, aren't we? But yes, here we are. New space, my loves. It feels so good to have a properly decorated office. It's made such a difference. Even to my own, like in my head, the noggin, like being in this space now, I really enjoy being in it. I very much do indeed. You can't see them, but I've got 2 sleeping doggies. Oh, you can see a little bit of Rosie there. That's Rosie. That's Daisy's sister. It's my brother's dog. He's on holiday at the minute, so I'm looking after her, and I love her so much. She's an absolute babe. She really is. Yeah, I like that. Okay, well, as I said, let's do the same thing with these. These were 2 different ones. It was this size. We'll go for 2 packs. It doesn't matter that I've bought 3 of these because this is going to go downstairs as well. We're going to put that flooring downstairs into the bedrooms. And we also need this one here because that one's the sideways one. So if I can pop them like side by side like this, then I'll know what I need to do with them. Right. How high did we go up down the bottom there? I can't remember. We did a 5, but I also put the sideways one down at the bottom. Let's just do that. Okay. Right. Lovely. Let's get this all the way along. But yeah, how's your week been since I haven't seen you? It's lovely to be back. It really is. I've got lots of things planned, videos especially. I've even came up with a really cool idea while we're waiting for Windenburg to start, because I'm not going to go straight into Let's Build the World's Windenburg after we finish Henford on Bagley. We're going to be playing around with a small series, shall I say, that I've had the idea in my head for quite a while. So we're going to be playing around with that for a little bit. Okay, stunning. Right. Definitely bought way too much here. Oh, that's not the one. And let's get this down now to the 1 tile. And I'm going to wrap that around on these window panes as well. Stunning. We're also putting this at the bottom. So let's move that all the way along. Yeah, the hardest thing about this whole renovation process for me was trying to work around what I was doing, using the space. It's not an option for me to put my computer in another room or anything either, because of how my internet's kind of wired through my house and stuff. It just wasn't feasible. So it was really annoying, but we came through, loves, and I really appreciate all of you for just being patient, to be honest, and just allowing me to get it done, because it's been so worth it. And the makeover video is the one after this, if you want to go and watch it, my loves. If you do want to go and watch it. Right, let's get this all that. Oh, did I miss one there? How dare I? Honestly. What else have I been doing while I've had this time? Oh, I've been watching the new Wednesday series, Obsessed. I think it's absolutely brilliant. And I finished the Gilded Age series as well, which was perfection. Such a bloody good series. I'm so glad it's doing well. I really am. Yeah, that's nice. That is nice. Do I want to do floral in here? I don't know. I kind of think I want to do wallpaper, but I don't know if I want to do floral. And I am going to be doing curtains in here. You lot have told me about how to use the curtains. I didn't know how to use them. So let's maybe choose the wallpaper first. I'm going to go through and test a few little things, and then I'll come back with my favorite one, the one that I like the most. So this is the one that I've decided to go for. I tried a few wallpapers, some different tones to make it darker, the greens, and I've gone for this one here just because it's a little bit lighter and brighter. So I'm going to coat this whole room in this wallpaper, and then that's going to free up enough moments to do some plain white walls. I think that's what I want to do. Let's do it. Let's do that. Did we go on the inside with wallpaper? No, we'll keep that white. Let's get this all the way down. Let me just see this. Yes, I think once the lighting and stuff are changed and I've got in the beams and stuff, it's gonna work, darlings. We'll start on the beams after we've done the wallpaper, because I think that's gonna really change the space nicely. One thing I found with my new audio is I always listen to a feedback of my voice, so I know that I'm talking and stuff and it's actually recording and picking up. But with my new interface, the feedback is slightly behind. Does anybody ever remember that app where it would feed you your voice but be slower and it would make you talk really weird? That's what's happening to me now. So I've got my voice all the way down that I can just barely hear it. Just so I don't sound like I've had about 9 beers. That's really annoying. And there's no way to fix it either, which is very annoying. Very annoying indeed. Oh dear. Oh, I bet someone noticed that. Of course they did. Of course. You've probably already popped a comment down below, haven't you? I know you too well. I do. I know you too well. Is this the right one? There we go. There we are. Are you okay? You happy? Don't want to put a door there. Yeah, because it's going down to the bedrooms, it kind of separates it off nicely. Oh, I don't know, actually. Because it kind of blocks that off. I think I want to just do the door frame there, because then it allows that natural light through that window to this space a little bit better. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Obviously need a door on that one because it's a toilet. Kitchen, I don't know what I'm doing there just yet, so we'll come back to that. I want to get in the beams. Let's get in these beams that are already in there. So let's get this beam in. Oh, this is going to be annoying to try and get this equal, isn't it? If I can get you to there. How much did you have in between you? I didn't really look. I think it was 5. Get you to there. Okay, and then duplicate these. Why are you not allowed to go there? Is it these lights now? Let's pop these on the side for the minute. Flop you to there, please. Right, I think that's equal. And then another one. Is that correct? That looks good, doesn't it? And then I think I'm going to take these all the way through into the kitchen. So, oh, that is the vibe indeed. Very nice. Right. I don't want you. I don't wish to have you anymore. I'm going to get rid. Goodbye. Goodbye. Let's bring over one of these lights so we can see what we're doing. Just pop it. Yeah, like that. Beautiful. Stunning. Cover girl. Get your boob out. There we go. And then what I need to do is change the size of it and drag these all the way down. Not all the way out. Down to there. Bob's your uncle. You know the rest. Beautiful. Duplicate, another one. You there. There we go. It's all sorted now. So what I'm going to do in between these beams is paint on a pro white in like Venetian plaster, just so there's a little bit of texture to it. So if I can grab it all the way down to there and then start rolling it on. Now, I don't know what paint was there before. Oh, I got a painting perk. We're doing perks still? What's this one then? Freestyle, paint any surface without setting the paint area. True artist knows no limits. Well, okay. Not that I'll ever use that, but thank you. Oh, actually, I do think there is a different texture to it. That's fine. Okay. But weirdly, there's no paint sound. I don't like it. The immersion is ruined. It's back now. Okay, that's all I want. Stunning bit of work. What is that poking through the top there? Don't know, but it's getting painted white now. I do like that you can just paint anywhere now. That is quite a good perk, actually. I enjoy it. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think that works really bloody nicely indeed. Okay, well, I need to pick out what I'm doing for the kitchen. I want some kind of like terracotta tile, I think, with... I don't know what I want to do for the walls. I don't know if I want tile. I don't know if I want to take this all the way over the paneling. No idea. Let me see what I can find for the floor first and we'll go from there. Okay, so I pulled a few tiles out to play around with and I kind of like these sort of sandstone terracotta ones. I think I'm going to have a blue kitchen, like a kind of shaker style. If they've got that, I can't really remember. We're going to find out. We're going to find out together. But I think those tiles there look nice. I also tried these, but they were just a little bit too bright, I thought. So we're going to stick with these ones instead. That's what we're going to do. Yes, we are, dude. And I am going to bring in that paneling. I'm going to drag this paneling all the way through and put this in here too. I think it will work. I really do. So that's what we're going to do. Yes, we are. Thank you. Oh, did I just put them outside? Do I want that? You know what? Why not? I am going to put a little base here as well. A few of you said, why didn't you bring the stairs out a little bit and have the step? We're going to do that. Don't you worry. But not right now. Not right now. I'll do that off of camera and show you next time. Have a little look ski. Yeah. I think that settles in there quite nicely. I think it does. Don't need any of you anymore. So you're going to get rid. And I'm going to go and fetch the paneling again and put that up in the kitchen. And there we go. And I think I'm just going to paint the same white as what we've used in the living area. What am I doing? In the living area on these walls and put that at the top. Because if we're having a blue kitchen, that's probably how I want to get the color into this room. So that's what we're going to do. Yes, we are. Oh, God. I don't like it without the borders. It scares me. Am I painting the right bits? Who knows? Let's set... I prefer setting the paint borders. Thank you. I'm going to whap you all the way on there. Sounds like a whap. Not whap. Not whap indeed. Hey, do you have any idea how hard it was for me to not swear in that sponsored video, the last one? I wasn't allowed to swear in it, and I wanted to swear loads of times. I kept getting scared that I snuck a swear word in, but I was fine. I was fine. Me and sponsored videos don't mix well. I wish they would just allow us to swear. Oh, that looks better. Once I've got some beams on the sides here as well, which is what I want to do, I think we're going to be absolutely laughing, loves. We are. I think I need to paint the inside of these windows because they're purple. And I know plenty of you out there will shit yourselves if I didn't. Let's get them all in. Like, oh, damn. I didn't mean to go over that bit. Honestly. Same with these. Let's put a fresh lick of paint on these two. All the way down. And then down onto this bit. Beautiful job. Beautiful. Don't need to do the inside of those windows. Nor these. I think they're fine. Let's get that back before we move on. Yeah. Happy with that. Very much happy with that. I think what I want to do is go in and find... Do I want that beam or do I want to do... one of these in here. No, I think they're going to be a bit too much. Let's have a little look for you. There we go. And then I'm going to set them one there. Let me see this. I think this is going to work. I think that's in the right spot. All the way up to there. Is that not against the wall? They're not very much against the wall, are they? And do you know what? Actually, we're going to get rid of them and I'm going to bring these in and put these there instead. That's better. And then it goes right up to the wall and it also fits in with everything else, doesn't it? Stunning. Stunning. Beautiful. Gorgeous. No notes. No notes. So can I do that? No. I'm going to have to do small ones on each of them. Of course. And it's not going to allow me to do that. Can I make this smaller? Oh, I can. Brilliant. And then just slot that into place like that. Can I duplicate you? And then maybe make you bigger? Change the size of this one. Whiffle it down to like that. Duplicate that one. And bop these in like so. We need that one there. And then, oh, I enjoy it. I really bloody do. Yeah, lovely. Okay, right. Before we move on, I want to get some lighting. I want to get a light hanging into the kitchen, one around here, and then maybe just a spotlight or something up there, or even two similar ones. We'll see what happens. And those lights may move depending on where the furniture and stuff goes, but we need lighting. Oh, I love this lantern. Get you on. Oh, I do like that lantern. I might actually do a couple more of these, to be honest. Where are you? You're on this bit, so you need to be around about there. Oh, I like that. I like it. I do. I'm absolutely for that. Let's get rid of you. Let's get that light on. Let's leave it like that for the minute. Because I'm going to be doing the dining area here. So let's get that sorted. Before we move on to anything, I would like to get some curtains up. So I'm thinking blinds for the kitchen. I'll get the kitchen in there first before I choose the blinds. But I think we should get the curtains up here. Because I've not played around with the curtains properly. I don't tend to play around with curtains. Look at these curtains. Didn't know I could do that. I do prefer them now. I'm not really a fan of eyelet curtains like that. Very, very Dunelm, but I'm going to go for them anyway. Obviously not in this tone, but I don't know what tone to bring up here. We've got red down there, so it might be a good way to bring a bit of that colour into this room. We are going for a bluish kitchen, so that would look nice. Let's see what I can find. I tried a few then, and the only one that I'm really happy with is this kind of faded red without any pattern on it. I think it works. I think we could duplicate you, pop you there. I also changed the bar at the top. Oh, I've just realized it doesn't fit on that window. Okay. Well, that's a bit of a shocker, isn't it? If I can get you up there, would it be okay on that window? Yeah, that looks fine. I wish they had a bit more drape to them, just for this house, because it doesn't, looks very modern. We've gone for a bit more of a modern theme with this particular house anyway, so it's fine. If I can get these up, then can I change the size of them while they're up there? No. Oh, okay. So I can't go side by side. That's annoying. Okay. I think, actually, I think you're a bit up a bit high. You're about there, aren't you? Yes. Right. Stunning. That's what I wanted. Let's now copy the style of this and flop it onto that like that. Oh, yeah, I think I'm here for that. Okay. We probably want to use the same blinds as what we've did down there and pop them in the kitchen. But I don't know yet. We need to get the kitchen in first. So that is what I'm going to start on now, I think. We're going to choose the kitchen. I don't know what orientation I want to do. I think what I'm going to do is have it come across here. Maybe cut down here, or maybe go for some kind of little island moment. Kind of like the vibe of an island being here, to be honest. So I might do that. Let me find the perfect kitchen and get all the colours and everything chosen, just so we know I sat here for 2 weeks. Okay, so we're going for this kind of style. We're going to stick with the yellow wood. Ignore the top of that at the minute. I had to get rid of the windowsill. But this is the cabinetry that we're going for. Yes, we are. We are. I tell you. Probably want to put a sink there, actually, seeming as it's near the window. If I can get you all the way into there, we'll get an oven in on that side, a smaller cabinet, and then I'm going to get a fridge in. Let's get a fridge in first. I think we're going to go for this one here. And I'm going to go for a white fridge, I think. I think that's what I want to do. That could change. Let's get you in as far as you possibly can go. Okay. Let me have a little look in. Yeah, that will be fine. Right. And then next is an oven. Okay. I'm not a fan of the front of this oven. The handles can stay that color, but the details may... Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Why did you do that? Ah, the front. Details B, is this the one? This is the one. I think we might have to go softer with it. I think the white's going to be a bit too stark. Actually, I think we can get away with that. And I think what I'm going to do is do the island, but put the hob on top of the actual island instead. That's what I want to do. Thank you for coming. If I can pop you there, I'm going to move this fridge now. Just move it over slightly more so it stands about there. Okay, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Now I need to get this sink in. So I'm going to pop you down to there. Obviously, we will recolor that. And I need to get a little end piece. I probably would want drawers on the end rather than a cupboard. Let me see what that's going to look like. I think we can get away with that, loves. I do. If I can pop you onto there. I like it. I think that's going to work. I'm not going to do any cupboards. I'm going to do some shelves in here. Just to bring a bit of that cottagey vibe through. Okay, well, this is where we start doing the island. I have no idea how I want this to be. So I need to finagle. We'll go with that word today. I need to finagle something and make it look fantastic. So I'm going to get this island in and then I'll choose the bar stools and get the hob on with you lot. Okay, I like that. That is where the island is going to go. I'm going to do a nice few chairs down there. But what we first need, as I said, is a hob on top of here. So I probably want it like directly by where the oven is. So on this spot here. So let's head on over to Home Appliances and get this one. And what way would I want you? Maybe this way. Let's get you round about there like that. Yeah, that's nice. I think the details do need to be... No! I didn't mean to sell that. Where is your Control Z? Honestly, I'm very annoyed. Let's get this sorted before I move on. There we go. Let's just change it on here. Just so we can fit in with the aesthetics of everything. Let's get some copper moments on it. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. Yeah, that's nice. That is very nice indeed. Now I need some bar stools. Now we are quite limited with these, but I do want them to look as classic as possible. These are probably going to be the ones, aren't they? Yeah, there's no kind of like farmhouse-esque looking one really, apart from these. Oh, the seat. You can change the seat. Oh, okay. Well, let's go for the wood that we're using for that. And then for the seat. Oh, a bit of cork. Would have been nice to have some material, like some fabric on this bit, but let me just see what that's going to look like. That looks awful. I'm not keen on this red in here. I just tried it, but I'm wondering about if I could bring a green in here. Oh, I don't actually mind that, but maybe going even a bit more drab with the green. It does teeter it over to the grey tone when you do that, but I think we can get away with this, you know. I'm going to try. I think we could three chairs in here. Let's put one on each end first and then go for one there like that. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. I think that's going to look quite nice. Here's hoping. Fingers and tuppences all crossed. Right, let's get a shelf up here. So I need a big shelf. I'm going to use the same one as what we have been using in the yellow wood. And I'm going to put probably, let's see. I think what I should do. Oh, look at that sun coming through there. Wasn't that a dream? Right, if I can grab you to there, make you around about that big, bring you to around about maybe a bit bigger. I don't want it to go all the way along. Yes. And then duplicate them. So if I can get one there too. And then maybe a big long one at the top. Is that equally spaced? I think that is. That's a bit too. Yeah, it's not in the right position. Oh, screw you. There. That's it. Is it? I can never tell. I just can't tell. And then what I want to do is just change the size of this and maybe drag that all the way along to around about there. I'm unsure about that. I think maybe if I did one there. I don't know if 3's actually too many shelves. Let me just see. I don't know. If we stacked that up, I think that we could work with that. For now, that's where I'm going to leave it. That shelf is shorter. That looks right to me. I might move them. Something doesn't look right there, but I'm going to leave it like that for the minute. And that is where I'm going to leave the kitchen for the minute as well. We've still got lots to do in there, but for now, we're not going to get this room done in this part anyway. But what I would like to do is make a start on the dining table. So let's get a dining table in. This is probably the most classic one of the bunch. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to flop you to there. Let me see this. Is that a good placement for it? It'd probably need to be a bit more here. I think that's a good placement for it. And chairs. Do we have farmhouse chairs? I can't even remember. I mean, we do have matching ones that match in really well with the bar stools. Actually, I don't mind that. I thought I was not going to like it, but I'm going to go for it. And we could match in the same paint as what we've used on the bar stools as well. No, I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to do that. She doesn't want to do that, Your Honor. I think what I want to do is do one there. Is that equal? I've no idea. No idea whatsoever. Get a chair in there too. Whip these around this way. There we go. Why can I not put you here? Oh, that's why, because you were putting it inside the table, Aiden. And then you there like that. I think we can make that work. Yeah. The light does need to move now. It's not directly over the table, and that's going to annoy me. Unless I pull the table up further. I'm going to have to do that. But first off, we need to go to sleep because it's getting dark. There we go. That's a bit better. That goes over the light nicely then, even though the chairs are a bit wonky, aren't they? Oh, how dare I? Okay. Yeah. I'm kind of happy with that. I think that's going to work quite nicely. Beautiful. We need a rug down there. I want some trinkety bits around here as well. But I think we've made a good start today. I'm obviously going to be back next time finishing this space, but I'm happy. I'm happy with how this has came together. It's just a big old space as well, isn't it? If you've got any ideas, as always, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. We're going to be doing some kind of boot room situation over here. But if you've got any other ideas, then feel free to let me know. What do you think would look good? And I'll try and implement them as best as I possibly can. But this is where I'm going to leave it now. Thank you so much for watching, my darlings. I'm going to be back tomorrow with some more Let's Build the Worlds. This is the final week of Let's Build the Worlds and DevonBumpkin before we move on to something completely new. And I've got one more character to introduce you to. But that's it. Nothing left to say. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's video.